Hi, I'm Sharon, and welcome to episode 353 of the Knit Style Podcast. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 353. I hope you all are enjoying your summer. The weather has been hot, and we haven't had much rain, which I do like because I want to be outside and in my pool. And I want to get this done quick so I can go out and be in my pool. I'm down here in my dining room again, and it's okay. I used a bigger lens to blur out the background a little more. Anyway, you don't need to know about that. So today I have a shop update. And I have works in progress, and I'm going to talk a little bit about socks, summer sock knitting, and how I've been doing a little better, maybe, we'll see. Okay, let's start. Update about Richie, little 1-minute health update. He's doing fabulous. He loves the pool. The pool is such a good therapy for him. It always was. He always loved swimming in our pool, taking care of our pool, and that has not changed at all. And he's out there all the time, cleaning it, making sure everything's working properly. With the pump and everything, he can get in and out on his own. He gets on his float by himself. He's got some physical issues, like his right side still. He doesn't have much feeling in his right side, but he has fairly good movement. It's getting better every day. The pool's really helping so much, so I'm really pleased about that. That's awesome. We just go out every afternoon and we swim and we hang out, and it's been lovely. It's really been lovely. We've had a good summer. We go out to eat once a week. That is our form of entertainment. We don't do anything else. We don't go to the movies. We don't really do much else. We love to go out to eat. That's our kind of date night thing that we love. We went to our favorite restaurant last night. Incidentally, that is where he had the stroke. But, he can handle it like he does, And the owner came over. He's like, "Are you doing okay?" Because he was there the night he had the stroke. And, yeah. Richie's, he can verbally communicate beautifully. He just has a little word finding problems every once in a while, and I just let him work through it. And we laugh. Today he said to me, I was making a grocery list. He said, "I need tickles." I'm like, "Really?" He meant pickles, obviously. I'm like, "I'll give you some tickles right now." So he's so cute. He's very funny, and so we're having a nice summer. Okay, shop update. So I was not ready to stop dyeing summer colors. So I have some of my summer colors that I dyed more of. And the first one is my absolute favorite. This one is great. I dyed it as a Splash Pad Party exclusive. Splash Pad Party is over. This is called Reef Magic, and there was a bag that matched, but that sold out. So, but look at this beautiful color. Look at these colors. I love them. So I have a lot of these in the shop. So if you missed out on this color, I have a ton of it, and I will dye more because it's really fun to dye. I also re-dyed the two of the 3 summery mini skein sets that I did. And so I'm going to put my glasses on so I can tell you what colors they are. The first one is my Sea Greens mini skein collection. They're so pretty. I really love them. So let's see. The names. This one is Turtle's Cloak, Jade Shadows, Ocean Breeze, Clear Blue Sea, and Ocean Moss. Love these, came out great. Then I did my blue ones. This is Blue Seas, the Blue Seas collection. So this one is Sand Dollars, Shifting Tides, Warm Blue Waters, Clear Blue Sea, which is the same as the greens share. They share that color. And Gentle Waves. These two, like tealy greens, you can't tell on camera. They look exactly the same on camera. They're slightly different. This one's a little more blue, and this one's a little more green. So this one's in the green, and this one's in the blue. So yeah, so that was fun to re-dye those. So they're all in the shop. If you missed them the first time, they're all back there. And I had extra dye, so I did a one-of-a-kind Jade Shadows, and this jade color is a little more green than the last jade color that I did, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. I find greens tricky to dye. They either all look alike to me, or they're just different every time I dye them. I don't know, the dye lots vary quite a lot with greens for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But they're fun and I love them. And the last thing I have is a beautiful bag yarn set. It is not summer themed, but that's okay. Let me show you the bag first. Look at these adorable kitties on this bag. I'm calling this Kitty Mischief. They're doing all sorts of things that mischievous kitties do, like lay on books, play with yarn. This one right here, he's playing with yarn. You know, there's one wrapped up with Christmas lights. They're adorable. So this bag, to me, when I was picking out colors to dye, this bag reads like a very pale lavender. So I did these really pretty skeins. I think I nailed it, honestly. I thought this would be hard, but it came out good. So you can see I picked up the lavender in the bag, in the skeins, and I tried to pick up a lot of the colors of the kitties, the black and the browns and the golds, and I love it. So this is Kitty Mischief. And you can get the set in my shop. So that is the shop update for this week. That was fun. Starting next week, I have fall colors coming. I'm finished dyeing summer. I love summer, but I definitely am ready to dye fall. So I have a gorgeous fall bag that I'm going to dye for, and some mini skeins and some fall yarns, and I'm not quite ready for Halloween yet. And I think we have one Halloween bag that I'm going to dye yarn for. And I have to see if I can find more. So Donna and I would buy our fabric from Spoonflower, and we'd also get it from Joann. Joann was much less expensive than Spoonflower. Spoonflower can get pricey. So Joann had a clearance when they went out of business, and I got a bunch of fabric then, and now they're gone. However, Michaels is carrying fabric that was Joann's. They probably bought a lot of their inventory, and we have a pretty big Michaels in Poughkeepsie, near where I live. And I was up there the other day, and I was shopping, and I had to ask where the fabric was. It was all the way in the back. And I went back there, and they had so many beautiful choices. And what's nice about the fabric that they're carrying in Michaels right now, at least, it's all this cotton and really beautiful quality, and kind of like kitschy bags that I like to offer in my shop that I can match yarn with, and beautiful colors, beautiful patterns. They had a ton of Christmas stuff. They didn't have any Halloween yet, so I'm gonna go back up there and see if they got some in, because they were just starting to get their Halloween items in. So I have to get up there maybe this week, and I will check and see if they have any cool Halloween patterns. And from now on, I think we're going to be shopping there for our fabric. So that was fun. Okay, so next I'm going to show you my works in progress. I have a tale of woe. Okay, let's start with the thing that I've been working on that I'm happy with, and that is my Granny Square project. There we go. Okay, so this is my Granny Square project, and I am doing 4-inch squares. The main color is gray, and I'm using Jamieson and Smith, like, you know, rustic yarn. Shetland, I think it is. I have a bunch of it, so I have enough to make a blanket, which is really cool. And so I'm picking the gray and then 3 other colors, and then I'm just varying the pattern, the you know, where I'm putting the colors. So I can get 6 different squares from each of the color combinations, and I have a lot of different colors, and I should have enough to make 120 squares, which should make a really nice size throw blanket. So like I said last week, here's the one I'm working on now. So I'm just sitting at my computer desk in the morning, and this is my morning project, and I'm just crocheting on these beautiful squares every day, and I love them. They're really fun to make. So that's this one. It's going really well. The next one, my goodness. So I'm into blankets right now. That's all I'm doing right now, crocheting and knitting. I just want to do blankets. I'm not wearing my sweaters enough. I am going to finish some of the sweaters I have on the needles. I have a few. Maybe I'll show you those next week. And I have some yarn for some new sweaters, but honestly, I'm just really into blankets. So I am currently knitting the Habitation throw. It's a beautiful blanket pattern by Helen Stewart. And I'm knitting it as big as I can. And it's very customizable because you just use half your yarn for the first half and then you have enough for the second half. Well, in my quest to make it as big as I could, I realized as I don't know how I did this, but this is the first half. And I put this tan color in after the main color, white color. And then I started my decreases. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I am not going to have enough yarn, enough of this white. So this is a full skein, starting here to here. That's a full skein. So I realized I didn't start decreasing early enough. I should have started decreasing when I put this sand color in. So I ripped it all out. I ripped out a half a skein of yarn last night. I wasn't gonna, because I have a different shade of this white that I could finish the blanket with. You would never know. My living room is really dark. So this is more of a gray white, and the other skein I have is more of a bluish white. You honestly can't tell unless you really look close, but I can tell. So I ripped all this out. So now I picked up all the stitches. Great, so they all fall off, so I'm gonna have to fix that. So I picked up all the stitches, and what I'm gonna have to do is just start decreasing with the tan color. And then I'll have plenty, hopefully. It's fine. If I have to use a little bit of that other color, it's fine. Okay, crisis averted. I was able to pick up those stitches. I was doing this at 11:30 last night, which is not ideal at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is socks, and I have finally finished a pair of socks. This pair of socks has probably been on the needles 8 months. That's ridiculous. But here they are. Oh, they're so pretty. So this is Dark Side of the Moon extended play version by Mustache Yarns. I pretty much only exclusively knit mustache yarns into socks because I just love self-striping so much. And these are like my favorite socks. I absolutely love these. So my basic sock recipe, I always do top down because I cast on using the German twisted cast on, and there is a short on this channel which has a lot of positive feedback about teaching the German twisted cast on. So if you want to learn that cast on, it's on the channel. You can check it out. So I cast on using a German twisted cast on, which gives you such a stretchy cast on. There's nothing I hate worse than a tight cast on or bind off. And when I knit toe up, I know that there's bind offs that are looser, but I haven't found anything I like that's as neat as this German twisted cast on for the top of a sock. So anyway, I always knit my socks top down. So top down, about 15 rounds of 2x2 rib, because I hate knitting 1x1 rib. It's the only reason it's 2x2. So 2x2 rib. I don't love knitting that either, but it's fine. Then I knit a nice long cuff. So this is probably about a 7-inch cuff because I like my socks tall, because for me socks are warmth. I have neuropathy in my feet. I have Rainier's disease where your hands and feet get cold. I need nice warm socks. Ankle length socks do not work for me. I hate them. I do not like them at all. My ankles freeze. No. I mean, even in the summer, I'll put on full length wool socks. Then I do a fish lips kiss heel, which I can't do a tutorial for because it's a paid for pattern. It's a very intimidating pattern. You don't need to be intimidated, especially if you do top down. You just need the directions for the heel. Because you can start it wherever you want. If you like a shorter cuff, you can just start it wherever you want. It's the toe up that gets tricky because you want to make sure your foot is long enough. Anyway, fish lips kiss heel fits me great. It's like a commercial sock. If you look at any sock you buy at Walmart, this is the kind of heel they have, and they fit me great. I have flat feet. So I don't need that high instep thing. Doesn't really fit me well. Then I do a nice long foot because I also have big feet, long feet. And I make my socks with 0 ease, not with negative ease, because there's nothing I hate worse than tight socks. Do you guys wear Bombas, like cotton socks? I got a couple pairs of them, and the foot is okay, but the top of it is so tight, I can't stand it. I don't like a tight sock. Anyway, so I cast on, for me, in my gauge, 64 stitches with a size 1 needle. What is that, a 2.75? I'm not sure. I can never remember the millimeter. So I did a nice long foot, and then I do a classic toe, which is decrease every other round until you get to 50%. And then you decrease every round, and I leave off with 8 stitches because I have pointy toes. And then I bind off, or I do Kitchener. So that's how I do my socks. This sock I usually am too lazy to do contrasting heels and toes. But on this one I did a contrasting heel because I wanted the rainbow. So I just took the rainbow section from part of the sock and did the heel. And I love how it looks. I have the regular Mustache Yarns Dark Side of the Moon that has thinner stripes, and I'll do the same. I will probably do a heel and a toe in the rainbow on those because they're thinner stripe. Okay, so I finished 2 more pairs using the same recipe. Not pairs. I finished 2 more single socks using the same recipe. This one is Mustache Yarns. I think it's called the Dark Emperor. It's a Star Wars color. And I got a little bored with it. Even though I love tonal grays, I got a little bored because I had started these right around the same time that I finished a gray shawl, and all I was knitting was gray, and I got kind of bored with it. And so I just kind of put these away for for the time being. But I finished this first one. It's not really finished though, because this foot, you can't really tell by this, it's not quite long enough. It's slightly too short. So I'm going to take out the Kitchener, which is a pain in the butt. I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to redo this toe. Annoying. but it is what it is. It's fine. I just have to add a little length to this one. And then this one, this is Whole Lotta Love by Mustache. And it's a beautiful sock. It's like a coffee based color. Her Valentine was a Valentine's color. And this is fits perfectly. It's long enough. I try and count, but what I need to do, sometimes I don't know where the heel ends, and I miscount. And that's what I did here. I need to add about 4 more rounds for it to fit the way I like it to fit, because I don't like it tight on my toe. And it would probably wear out a lot faster. So my gauge is about 8 stitches to the inch, I think, on socks. So yeah, that's how I knit my socks. And it's coming along. I probably am going to cast the second sock on for this, because I'm just in the mood to knit gray now. Don't ask me why. I love these, but I just finished them and I'm a little bored with this color. Listen, I have 25 pairs. I don't know. Go back and look at I showed off all my socks about 6 months ago. I have a ton of socks. So I can afford to like knit what I want, knit whichever colors I want. But I'm going to finish these. And what happens is when I go on vacation, I take a new color with me. It's just what I do. That's why I have so many like odd ones. I also have some other unfinished ones. I think I showed a few months ago. I haven't touched those, but I wanted to get these ones done. I definitely wanted to get the rainbowy ones done because I literally actually, this one, I just had the toe, like a half a toe to knit. Let me tell you, I think I finished them yesterday. I wrestled with this toe for 2 hours. I hate knitting toes. I have a lot of socks that I just knit to the toe and then I put them away. It's ridiculous because I hate knitting toes. I mess them up all the time. All the time. I ended up ripping it out like 3 times. I finally had to rip it back to almost the beginning and just like sit and really focus, and I finally got it done. Oh my God. It annoyed me. I was annoyed. Anyway. Okay. That is it for socks. Okay. So with that, I'm going to end this show. I hope you all are enjoying your summer. I want to get out there shortly in like 10 minutes and get in that pool because it's the perfect temperature right now. Have a good couple of weeks. Knit something beautiful and cheers!